Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for my Valentine's Day card. There's going to be 3 cards done in total, but I'm showing you the making of one. I'm coloring this little girl, which is from the CC Designs Meeples collection. Love is in the Air, and I'm just using my Copic markers to color her up, same as I did the other two. I'm using E00 and E02 for all of their skins. For the girls, I have 2 girl images and 1 boy. For the girls, I used E13 and E15 for their hair. For her dress, I am going ahead of myself, but I want to make sure I get all of it in there. For her dress, I use RV04 and RV13 for her dress and her little stockings and her bow. And then I use RV17 and RV19 for the other little girl. I'm going to use E57 and E59 for the boy's pants and E33 and E34 for his hair, with a little BG13 in there for his outfit. I realize I'm going through all of these colors very fast, but since I didn't show the images until the end, I wanted to go ahead and tell you. I also used, for the heart here in the center of each of them, I use R22 and R29, and each one has a different sentiment stamped into it. Well, the girls have the sentiment "Love You" stamped into it, and the boy has "My Love." Since I'm giving these to my family for Valentine's Day this year, I thought it'd be really cute to put these little characters on there. I thought about doing each because it does come with a little Cupid, but I didn't know who would want the Cupid or who would think it was cute, so I decided that both the girls would get the same image colored differently, and then obviously the boy for my husband. Each card is a little bit different, even though they for the most part have the same images. They are each a little different. Right here, after I stamped the sentiment, I realized I should have stamped it before I colored because it did smear a little bit. For the mouth, I kind of goofed with my BG00 and colorless blender, so I just took a white gel pen to make it white, and then I go over the other 2 mouths as well. And then I'm going to cut her out. Again, I do apologize that I rambled through the Copic markers that I used, but I wanted to make sure that I listed them all, otherwise I'd forget completely and then someone would ask. But you'll be able to go to my blog and find the list of Copic markers that I used there. And I decided not to do all 3 cards on this one video because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me, and I wasn't sure if I was really going to go with it, so I had colored the boy image up first and then played around with it and realized that, I really liked it on the card. And then I had already started coloring the second little girl after trying to reverse image her so the bow was on the other side. Never worked out, so I had gone ahead and colored her, and then I stopped myself before coloring this one so that I could share it with you. I really, really love having these scissors. They make cutting this stuff out so much easier. I'm so glad I got them. Just a little side note. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish cutting her out. It's super easy image to cut out too, by the way. Really, really like these little meeples. And then I'm going to go over her with my black Copic multi-liner brush. And it's going to be off camera here for a little while. I do apologize for that. I have a tendency to bring my work towards me, but I can't bring my camera towards me because then you either see a lot of my shirt, which is not always a clean shirt, and then I have very little room in front of me to work. So I find that I'm off camera and I'm trying very hard to work on that so I'm not as off camera. See? Showed up. So I'm just gonna finish outlining her. I think I did a pretty good job cutting, but you know, a few little spots. This paper is from the K & Company paper pack. I found it at Target last year, I believe. And it's die cut for cards. And I just trimmed it down. And then I took the excess paper and used it for the sentiment. And this says, "Will you be my Valentine?" And I just rounded the corners and glued it down. And then I'm going to take some foam dots here and foam dot her up. And then I'm going to take some jewels from a free jewel pack that I got from simonsaysstamp.com and bling out her bow. And then I'm just going to add 3 of the bigger ones right underneath the sentiment. Like I said before, there are 3 cards and each card is different, and I will be showing you those here shortly. I'm just placing these on here. I use my quick pick to move them, and then I do push them down a little bit, but I try not to push them down too much. I do it enough to get them off the quick pick, but not enough that they really stick. This one I pushed a little hard, but I do try to space them out or I try to leave them soft so that I can space them out, and there I messed it up. So here's all 3 of the cards together. As you can see, I did each one a little bit different. I used some Doodlebug on my husband's card, some Doodlebug washi tape, and I flagged his banner, which you cannot see in this image. I go over the hearts with my Wink of Stella clear glitter pen. And then for this one that I'm currently working on, I just take the band and have it going all the way across. So each card is a little different, although they are the same. And I put a little bit on where like the folds of the bow are. So thanks so much for joining me, and have a fantastic day. Happy crafting!